Why is Aura Battler Dunbine important? This is a creation from Yoshiyuka Tomino that is not Gundam. I repeat, not Gundam, and has inspired many model cells of giant robotic bug models. And with that, let's attack, attack, attack!
Do you remember Byston Wells? Well, I do, because we're going to look at the whole series, DVD and Blu-ray. So we have Aura Battler Dunbine, Memorial Box 1 out of 2. So we have assumed front, bookend, the assumed back, the uptown, going to the lightning cracks downtown, and of course, the spines. Now, let me set them out. The fronts, and also, out of curiosity, this is what the inside of the box would look like. The backs. And now, I will go through each of these to show you the inside. Forewarn, all of these will not have an insert card. But, let's begin. Volume 1, and we look at the inside. The lovely disc art, which reminisces the front. The booklet, which has amazing character detail and a little bio about this, or overview if you will, if you can read. And, most importantly, the chapters of what's inside. Only have to go over it once. We have the ADV fill-out card. Place stamp here. Turn to the back to see a beautiful blue survey. Whoa! And we put it back. Next, Volume 2. We have the disc that reminisce the front. All these discs will reminisce the front. And another one of these lovely bad boys, which will start backwards with the chapters. And this time it has 4. The front. We open to see the overview and the cool art that comes with it. Yeah, all this mech specs and stuff and character bios. Put it back and conclude Volume 2. Volume 3. Disc art. Card we've already seen. And this bad girl. We have the front. And it's not as detailed as last time. So we have just an overview of the stuff. Give you a good look. Maybe read if you can read it. And the chapters. 4 again. Now we move to Volume 4. Bad Boy Beauty. And the series char, if you can't tell by the pinkish red he wears. We see the front. We see the inside. Give you that good overview look. And finally, the chapters. And 4 again. Number 5, I Miss You Movie Stop. Disc art, this bad girl. Or we should say princess. We have the front. We have the overview. Whoa! There you go. Yeah, some monster put holes in it. And the chapter guide. Yeah, it looks like 4 is the popular number today. Concludes number 5. We open number 6. Disc art. And this thing again. With the front. The overview. Let's give you a good read if you can. And the chapters. And 4 is the popular number again. This concludes Memorial Box 1 out of 2. Memorial Box 2 with assumed front, bookend, assumed back. The uptown spinning down to the downtown, baby. And also the spines. Be right back to show out the jack. We got the fronts pointing out that this one and this one are both library copies. Move on to the backs. I Miss You Movie Stop. And now to cover the insides, starting with Volume 7. That's the disc art. Volume 8. That's the disc art. And overdue fines on this item are $1 per day. Bought this from the library directly, so no one stole and resold it. Volume 9. Beautiful disc art. Enraged redhead. We see the front. We see the overview. Give you time to try to read this. Try to read this. Try to read this. And to be fair on this one, try to read, try to read, try to read, try to read. Aha! And the chapters. Full once again. Full once again. Out of this 49 episode series. Volume 10. Discard. Volume 11. When I was trying to find this series, this was a pain. And inside, since this was sealed, I was able to keep the sticker for fans of Gundam and Robotech. Ooh, baby. Ah, yes, what you want to see. Skater pose for figure skaters. At the front, we have the Techno Mage. And hopefully you can read all of this for the overview. And the chapters. Uh-oh. This will be the last one. Coming up next. Volume 12. If you're once upon a time collecting the DVDs, 12, 11, and 8 were tough to get. I lucked up on this one for $6 at the time. 10 through 9 suddenly became rarer as time progressed, but after I get done with this, I'll show you what's cheap in the series by quite a lot. So we open it up to see disc art. Art cod inside, skipping the info letter. So we see some happiness. And the last chapter card. So you're probably wondering, why all the holes and scratches? Quite simple. I got this series right when ADV Films went out of business, so you're seeing evidence of liquidation, sadly. So with that, put it in its place and show you what's next. As the two memorial boxes clash, we now have the easier, much affordable way to watch this series. That's on Blu-ray, with the front, spine, back again. Showing all 49 episodes on, let's see, 6 discs. So, sadly, because it's Sentai now, we have no artwork behind here. So we have disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4, disc 5, and disc 6. So this, right here, is a less bulky way of getting it, even though I still like my DVDs. Highlights of this series. It's one of the alternate series that the main creator of Gundam did before, let's just say, they took his drugs away and he got a little crazy because he liked using alternative methods. Treat that as speculation or treat that as fact. It's up to you. This one, instead of using the new type battle regression like you see in Gundam where it becomes an instinct, here they can feel aura from people and the emotions from their aura. You can kind of see this in Gundam, but here they do a better job explaining the power. It is a series that does need to be explored, but you're going to kind of see this throughout. They need to step away from this series because if you watch this show and see the ending theme, you'll wonder why it's like that until the very end where it'll make sense. And it's kind of endearing and touching and put a tear in my eye. But this series needs to go beyond our main characters. Kind of spoiler there. So put it in its place and we'll show you something that, well, you'll see. Up next is, well, a bootleg entitled Dunbine OVA Series, or Aura Battler Dunbine The Tale of Neo Byston Wells OVA. But when you watch this, it's more of a pilot, really. If you watch this series, then watch this, you'll feel like, why is it here when it should be like a pilot? I got my bang for the buck. Half the subtitles work. It's not a good quality. I would love this to be officially released with an excellent quality, but since I wanted to complete a whole series at that time, I got the OVA anyway. So, let's see this contraband. Yeah, you would think French bootleg would be bootleg, but no, it's contraband. For the front, the spine, the back. I really want to know if that barcode really will pull up this. And we open it up to see the artwork. Yeah, it's a bootleg, but hey, if you want something, you get it. And now we move on to the next one. Get it? Garzey. Show sold cause poor style loge. Swords will clash. Spine, butt, open, wing. Watch the venement of the true father of value. Put back, close, and damn it, John. So what the hell am I talking about? Garzey's Wing is supposed to be a reboot of this series. However, by rumor, the creator of Gundam thought of this series and wrote it on a bar napkin, and the next day created this OVA. The OVA was bought by John O'Donnell from US Manga Corps or Central Park Media. Apparently everyone saw this and thought this would not sell, so it has a god-awful dub on purpose and has the reputation for it. For that reputation, everyone loves it. It makes no sense. You can piece it together logically, but it doesn't explain much, and apparently wings grow on your feet. With that said, let the sword be master. 1, 2, 3. Wings of Rean. There is a manga. I don't have the manga. The manga is missing. So let's go through this. We have the front, spine, and back. Open it up to see disc 1 and a booklet. Front, spine, back. We open it up and we see a book. Front, spine, back. We open it up to see a booklet. The booklets. Book 1. Book 2. And book 3. Book 4. Okay, so check this out. Up here, technically these 3 are the same, and that goes with it. This is Byston Wells. This is, well, so you have Garzey's wing, which is a different retelling in different ways of the Byston Wells. This is the original for this situation of Wings of Rean, because this over here is its spin-off. And it is the inverse of what Garzey's wing is. It tells the story much better. It has higher production values, but there's nothing really redeeming. It's like yell, yell, strike, yell, yell, strike. The best way to describe this is if you watch one of the behind the scenes interview with the creator of Gundam, where he said that they took a helicopter ride around the area that they were going to produce, and they did a good job. Sadly, this is not good. Production values are great, but not much to really say. I have seen all of these, and out of all the creator of Gundam's work, he did the best romance plot with this one, ironically. It does have one point where a repeat of Nala, or if you've seen the original Gundam, there's a character named Nala that shows up out of nowhere, and Colossal Clash, she becomes a Mary Sue Love character, rises to more importance than what she should be. This one has like 1 or 2 episodes like that, and that's it. There's some character kill-offs that don't feel good, as there are some really good character kill-offs in this show. With that said, I've enjoyed this series, like up to here. Wish this one had a real release. Go over the licensors. We have ADV Films, Sentai Filmworks, which is like a spin-off of ADV Films, Contraband or Bootleg, US Manga Corps, damn you John, and Homines. What's Homines? Way back when you had 2 Bandai companies in the US. You had Bandai Entertainment, praise them. Then you have Bandai Visual, which technically is still around, but they were like the previous Aniplex before Aniplex USA showed up, which another time with that one. But this was a subdivision of Bandai Visual, technically still around, which they're more famous for the Pat Labor special editions that were sold for a high price, but because of that high price and them going through liquidation, a lot of people got those babies for $10 each. And with that said, let's show what's missing. Once again, I want to thank you, my friend, as show my gallivant about. Enough to shout, comment to your friends, and share within your circles. And with that, monotone video. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. Join my Twitter and Facebook detail to know me well.